Abundance, my people, abundance, abundance. Now, listen, I know that this is, different from me going live. Normally I go live, from my desk for the most part, and I be on Instagram. But Instagram is down at this particular time and moment. So I wanted to come on here and I just wanted to speak about how they are going to be shutting down these social media platforms real fast. Abundance, people, abundance. I know this is not something that's normal. Y'all don't see me on here like this. Y'all normally catch me on live, sitting at my desk. But I just wanted to speak about a few things real quick, and more importantly, Instagram and how that is currently down, and that I told y'all the one thing that happen is that we're going to have electrical power, we're going to have service on the planet, but the internet, as far as us being able to exchange information, as far as us being able to exchange images and pictures of things that are taking place or transpiring in certain areas, that is going to stop. The only thing that's going to be operational is with the message that they want to send, the messages that they want to give out to us, as far as when these certain atrocities take place on the planet. They're not going to want us to communicate with one another, and we're going to think that what's going on in one neck of the area is happening in the other neck of the area, and that's not the case. It's not the case. Although it's going to be total chaos on this planet, but it's okay. Understand that we need this is necessary. This is necessary due to the fact that we have failed as far as we have come to. Now, with that being said, I want people to think about something. This happened with the Greek Empire. This happened with the Roman Empire, and America is nothing but an extension of that. And for other races of people that continue to use cognitive dissonance and disassociate themselves with their forefathers and their bloodline is completely, it's idiotic. And I gotta say it, it's idiotic. If you read your own history, this has nothing to do with just the toxicity, the tragic and dark stuff that took place from the European race to so-called black people. This is outright, if you look at your own history and what you have done to each other and what you have done on the planet as a collective species, no matter what continent you may be on, we're talking about the pigmentation of the skin. And the pigmentation of your skin is derived directly from your genealogy. It's derived directly from your genetics. So we don't have to, and your genetics is based on your psychology. You know what I mean? As I went over that clearly in detail on my live yesterday with Adam Cash. Your psychology, your psychological state is directly connected to your genealogy. So I understand that you have to work twice as hard in order to keep your composure, in order for you to not to be a violent species. But what you have failed to realize, and what's happening with a lot of your people, this is no different from when the tarot cards came out, when the fortune tellers came out, because all of those people, these was women that watched black women, so-called black women, do our thing, and they were studying how we were able to summon certain spirits to ward off dark energy. So what they did was they emulated that and copied that and used it and put it in and used it, try to use it for themselves, but they still can't do what we do. Only thing they can do is summon the evil dark spirits that are here. Now here's the deal though, that I was watching a video earlier, and it's really disheartening sometimes to look at. It's sad and disheartening to look at a group of species that are grown, supposedly are grown, mature people that are still talking about evil demons and shit coming out of CERN, evil demons that are flying around the planet, evil demons and spirituals that are walking around. When I'm confused, who is literally putting human flesh in food? Who is literally putting wood chips and other type of parasitic chemicals inside of these foods? Is it these spirits that these ghost spirits that you're talking about, or is it these are physical people? These are people that are physical beings. See, I'm fed up with the foolishness. But this is why I say that they deserve to get whatever that's going to come their way. Because for you to sit there and constantly point out in the sky about people that are evil, that are spirits or CERN and this, that, and the third, and Christopher Columbus. I mean, Christopher Columbus was pure. He was, if you, I mean, I can't even begin to come up with the words to describe. I can't even begin to come up with the words to describe the evilness and that and the darkness and the. Oh, I gotta bring my shit out. See, you know what I'm saying? This is when they be getting all comfortable and thinking that they can just say do whatever they want. So I gotta bring my shit out. But anyway, I can't even begin to fathom the words to describe a man that did anything to infants. You understand what I'm saying? I can't even begin to even describe even some of your renowned scientists, your revered your scientists or doctors or gynecologists on this planet. How much these people love these violent and dark people, and to sit there and be pointing consistently out in the sky and talking about there are evil spirits on the planet. What about the physical being? I don't get it. How are you skipping the physical beings that did the dark shit on the planet, that allow you to be in your physical position, to live in your house, to drive your car, to have the success that you are talking about today? How can you sit there and continue to talk about spiritual beings that are evil and dark that are coming through CERN? But what about the evil and dark people that came through your womb? That's what we are. This is why I say, like, it's like talking to children. And I understand even more now on why our brothers and sisters that are moving through the sky are literally don't care. They don't care about the surface. They don't care about your fate has been set. They don't give a damn. See us or you don't see us. We're moving forward. How are you? I don't get this. I was just on a video earlier listening to Gina Marie, and she talking about, yeah, there are evil, dark spirits. There are dark forces all on the planet. There are dark spirits all on the planet. What about your medical field? What about your food industrial industry? What about your school teachers? What about your judges and your lawyers? Are you not? How could you skip these people to go directly to the metaphysical realm? How is something so evil and dark out there, and you can't even name not one dark entity out in the fucking sky? But you can name there is a book of for the last 6,000 years. Excuse me, there is a book for the last 2,000 years of your historic genocide of each other, destruction on the planet, as well as other races. How is that possible? That don't even make any sense to me. How is that even virtually possible, people? That doesn't, how could you, and it lets me know that you are like, and I understand also why our brothers and sisters continuously left crop circles for you, why they tapped into your electronics in 1977 to give you a message. I understand why they fly past the ISS space station, why they do certain things to sit there and still say to you like, yo, you can grow past the ignorant state, the infant state that you are in. And we hope that you do so, because if not, you're going to witness and experience something far more worse than what you could ever dish out. This has to be some of the most, I mean, listen, just listening to them is so sad. Listening to them over YouTube, reading some of the comments and the comments on how they talk about what's going on. Like, these people honestly believe that one hand, there are dark entities in the sky, spirit beings all around the planet that want to harm them or looking to harm them. And then on another hand, oh, we got benevolent beings, angelic beings that are coming, that are going to take us away from the darkness. How is somebody going to save you from you? That don't make any sense. Nobody's coming to save you from you. If you can't stop your own ignorance, why do we need to come in to stop your own ignorance? You have to see violence. And this is the sad part about it. You literally have to you have to see and experience violence in order for you to stop your ways. This is so hurtful. And you know, people, you know what's so sad? These are the same people that will literally call me racist. And I'm like, I'm saying, like, this is factual truth. You have to see violence and experience it in order for you to stop what you are doing. Why? Why is it so necessary for you to poke at the bull? Why is it so, it is overwhelming evidence at this particular time and moment that the planet is changing rapidly faster than what any geologists have even expected. I mean, anyone of that, like, they never expected the planet to change as fast as it's going. And not to mention all the coronal mass ejections that are coming from the sun. I mean, it is ripping through the planet. Literally. All of these coronal mass, and it's going through you as well. Literally. I'm looking at the video, you pointing to the sun. Look at all the people. Look at all the light beams that are coming in and out of the sun. I've been showed you that. I would show you, called it snowflakes. I've been showed you that. I told you that you thought it was a game. It's no game. For the people that are literally taking the anomalies that are taking place on this planet as a joke or something to show on social media to gain views or to gain some sort of income, I want you to know something. What's happening right now is no fucking joke. And I mean this. This ain't no joke for the prokaryotic cell, and it damn sure ain't no joke for the eukaryotic cell. This is no joke that what's happening right now. We can all look at look how colorful the sky is. Oh, look at the sun. Look at the weather now. Look at the tornado. You can do all that, all you want. But I'm telling you, this is no joke that is happening on the planet. And it has increased exponentially on the planet. So when I thought what was going to take place maybe 2024 and 2025, look, this looked like 2023. The summer of this like going from August, from August going forward. I don't listen. After I listen, the brother did the research. Oh my gosh. The brother did the research. 2 years ago, they let in that was coming into this planet, coming into United States of America. I think it was Afghan. And people that was coming from Syria and Libya. And then the year after that, it was I can't even think of it. Like when I was looking at him and he was breaking it down, I just was like, "Are you kidding me?" You have nothing but young people that have come from some of the most darkest and harshest conditions. You know what I'm saying? That are now being placed strategically in certain areas of the United States. Whether you want to hear this or not, I am telling my sisters, my mothers of humanity, I am literally begging you to be prepared, for this is going to be worse than slavery. I am literally begging you to be prepared for this. What you think is a knight in a shining armor is not a knight in a shining armor. It's a fucking devil in a suit. And that's and I mean that. It's an evil physical being in a suit, in a uniform. I'm just telling you. I hope that you are literally preparing yourself, whether it's some water, non-perishable things, you have something to protect yourself with. I don't care if it's gasoline, I don't care what it is. And I also hope that you are literally having conversations with your children. I really hope that you are having conversations with your children, because this right here is going to be worse than slavery. Worse than slavery. You got your president of the United States that is sitting here supposedly, we are supposed to be, we're in the most crisis time, supposedly, where the debt ceiling needs to be raised. So people that have Social Security, so people can get their money, so people can pay their bills. And this man is in Japan. And he's supposed to come back tomorrow and resume having conversations about raising the debt ceiling, whether they raise it or they don't raise it. The point is to get the money in America to collapse. Deplete America from within. That's the whole purpose of this. And for the people that are patriots of America, how do you not see this? How do you not see your country is being ran down into the ground? How you not see it? This is your world, not mine. I'm in the universe. This is your world, not mine. How you don't see it though? And another thing, for my brothers that are on social media, do you honestly believe that this is not happening? Let me ask you that. Do you honestly believe this is not happening? I'm confused here. Do you really believe, why are we not giving women options? Why are we not talking truth to women? I don't give a fuck about you being cooperative with me. You gonna get cooperative. When the murdering stop and the shooting stop, I'm not concerned about you cooperating. You gonna be cooperative. I'm not concerned about you being fun and fit. You gonna be fit because you're gonna run and you're gonna exercise. Believe me, I'm not concerned about that. At this time and moment, I'm not concerned about that. Are y'all not talking to why aren't women telling women this? That are supposed to, the people that are reading these tarot cards and psychics, they not telling you, the motherfuckers you're talking to ain't telling you that this shit is, that it's gonna be devastation? I'm confused. What? See, this is what, man. You know what? I got it. You're not manifesting this, right? So it's not gonna come your way. You walk outside, you talk to trees, you sing to the honeybees and birds and shit. You understand what I'm saying to you? You drink your tea. You know what I mean? You ground, you put your feet in the dirt. You do grounding work. You know what I mean? So you read your little books and shit. You know, so it ain't gonna come your way. Let me make this very clear. 8 million children go missing on this planet every year, and that's just the surface of this planet. I want you to know something right now. There will not be not one adult that's not going to have to somewhat defend himself or herself. Point blank and simple. There is not one. You're going to have to come outside to go get some food. You're going to have to come outside to go use the bathroom. What you going to do? Use the bathroom? There's not going to be no running water. You're going to have to come outside eventually. There is not one that's not going to have to protect themselves. If you're not prepared to sit tight to 6 to 8 months, let me make this. Everybody is going to experience and feel this. Everybody on the surface of this planet. You can rest assured of that. And whether it's happening through the cosmos or whether it's happening strategically by these entities on the planet that are moving these immigrants in certain cities and states. Call it what you want. It's not one that's going to, and the people that are used to this world so much, you're going to feel it the most. And guess what? Guess what? The first burden that you're going to be on is you're going to be a burden to your own family. You're going to be a burden to the immediate people that are around you. Damn, the hell went in my eye. You're going to be a burden to the people that are around you. I mean, it's not the World Economic Forum. Everybody is saying that this is going down. And the reason why it's going down, because it's a race against the sun. A race against the sun. Go look at where those sunspots is at. They are all moving towards the middle of the equator. Look at it on the sun. They all moving there. And look at the activity that has been going on with that over the last 48 to 72 hours. And it has increased exponentially. It's a consistency now. Something you would see every 24 hours or 48 hours is now you see them consistently. Consistently. And look at the earthquakes supposedly that are happening up in New York, now over on the West Coast, that alerted the buoys that it might be a small tsunami. Look! I mean, listen, you can take whatever I'm saying and say, you know what, Kala? Whatever. I'm going to deal with it when it get here. Not a problem. You go ahead and do that. That's fine. But for the people that are not aware, or people that are, that are coming into this awareness, let me explain something to you. Grab yourself some water. Grab you some non-perishable things right now. Grab it. Listen, please grab it, because I want to see you. I want to see you move into the age of Aquarius. I want us to move into the age of Aquarius together as a family, as a unit. It doesn't have to be this way. The way that it's going, it did not have to be this way. But ignorance, entitlement, selfishness is bringing this upon all of us on the planet. All of us. And we all are going to have to deal with this in some form or facet. That's all I'm saying. We are all going to have to deal with this. And that's a fact. So I value you, my people. I normally don't come on here like this. I normally go on, I come on. Instagram is down. Don't think because Instagram is down, I wouldn't have done. I've done this. I spoke about this on Instagram. Sisters, you're gonna have to develop the mindset of the females in nature, who you truly are. I'm just telling you, you're gonna have to develop that. Because listen, this is going to affect the people that are the highest consumers on the planet first. And who are the highest consumers? We are. We have coached our young teenagers, our youth to be consumers. Now look at what you think gonna take place when our youth are looking for money, looking for food. Huh? Did we just hand them over again to a species? Huh? I mean, I want to ask my brothers and sisters that are on these social media platforms. You can pretty much pull up any other eukaryotic cells, and they warning their people. Not only are they warning their people, they stocking up and packing up shit. Just understand that. Our people, you can go in their houses right now. You can ask, how many gallons of water you got? What kind of food you got in there? Nothing. You will see it. So what do you think these people are going to do? Not to mention, you done brought people from harsh conditions and placed them in these cities. What do you think gonna happen? I'm asking you, what do you truly think gonna happen? I hope that my sisters, listen, brothers, listen, you're gonna do what you do. But for my sisters and the ones that are telling you that listen, it's gonna be hunky-dory and peaches and cream. I'm telling you, for you to get in the conditions that you are in today, something tragic, genocidal had to take place with you. And for us to ascend, to get out of this darkness, something tragic has to take place with us. See, let me explain something to you. When you move into your awakening and you see this shit for what it is, that's tragic. It hurts you deep in your core, because now you look at yourself and see how you contribute to the darkness of your own race. That's the truth. No matter what it may be, whether you was out here selling drugs, whether you was out here banging, whether you was out here gang banging, or whether you was out here being a good citizen, going to school, getting your education, your indoctrination, getting your vaccination shots, no matter what, you look at yourself and see how you contribute to the darkness that plagues your own species. And that's hurtful. That breaks you down and builds you up. See, you had to get the breakdown before the big breakdown get here to prepare you for what's getting ready to come. See, so you can see it all unfold. See, some of us going to participate in this shit. And some of us are going to sit back and watch it unfold. So which one are you? And the only way you're going to be able to sit back and watch it unfold is that you was preparing yourself mentally and physically. That's it. If not, you're going to indulge in this world. You're going to be an opportunist. An opportunist is it's a lot of things that's going to take place with opportunists. I sincerely value you, my sisters. You have no idea who you truly are. You have no idea what this all revolves around, you and your genetics. You have no idea. You don't. You have no idea. And not understanding that this right here is going to be worse than slavery. It's not going to last as long as they want you to believe that it's going to last. Let me make that very clear. It's not going to last as long, but it's going to be a period of time that it's going to be so frustrating and so dark on the planet that your own neighbor, the person that you thought that you loved, that you cared, that you can count on, it's going to be so tragic and so dark that you're going to think this is going to last forever, but it's not. You got to get through what you call the threshold. You got to get through it. You got to get through it. And I hope that you do. I don't see how these people are not telling you that. I don't understand how women are not telling women this. I don't see how we're brothers that are not explaining this in full detail, what's going on the planet, especially when it comes to this economic system. You think this is going to be a hunky-dory to move over to CBDC? You really think it's going to be easy to just do that? Huh? You really think so? Huh? Listen, man, no, it's not. It's not going to be easy for this. And it's not going to be something, it's not going to be no birthday party either. So again, sisters, please prepare yourself. Have different conversations with your children. Have different conversations with your children. This is a reason why listen, they did before this even took place, where you see gay men black men, so-called black men right now, young black men at a high rate of homosexuality, right? What they did was, let me tell you how they did it. They filled up a tank with fish, and they filled the tank up with nothing but estrogen. You know what I mean? And they filled the tank up with male fish, by the way. They filled the tank up with estrogen. And they saw that the male fishes was trying to start, after a period of time, was trying to mate with one another. So look at the water and the foods that you are eating on the planet. You know why they doing this purposely? To soften you up. So you're not a protector. So you will fall on your own sword. Rather than to protect your own species. This is purposely being done. Look at the physiology of the black man today. Look at our shape. Look at our structure. And this happened in the last 7 years. Look how crazy it happened in the last 7 years. Look at us. Look at our children. Look at our young babies. Obesity, diabetes. Look at them. Young men with the voice. The pitch voice, the soft voice. No masculinity and nothing in there. So when that China man or that NATO man come over here and tell you to get on your knees, you will get on your knees out of fear, as opposed to having a righteous and honorable one. An honorable death. A righteous and honorable one. As opposed to getting on your knees, being in fear, and being a captive slave. Sisters, you are so vulnerable right now. You are so vulnerable. You think that gay man gonna protect you? Shit. You think that gay black man is gonna protect you? He's turning you over to them. He don't want to see you. You a threat to his lifestyle. Huh. You think he's your buddy. You're a threat to his lifestyle. Think it's a game if you want to. I'm just being honest. You think that European man, you think this Asian man, this Arab man, this Indian man, you think they're going to protect you? Shoo. Come on. You better look in history and stop looking at that. You better stop looking at them love movies they got on TV. Better stop reading them, looking at that, all that. You better get out of that trance of love. You better get into value and truth, because truth and value is love. And without truth and value, you have no love. Love by itself is chaotic. No discipline. You do what you want. But truth and value is discipline. It's moving in accordance with the alignment, not just yourself, but the entire cosmos. So again, like, you know, I listen to the videos, I hear it. I was listening to the video earlier. Oh my gosh, people, there's so many dark people on the planet. Look how dark their souls is. Look how the spirit beings, the spirits, do you see them out of the corner of your eye? You see them? I've been seeing them for the longest. I told y'all they there. They walking right around in your house. Your house is a square. You can, if out the peripheral corner of your eye, you see them moving. You see the silhouette. You see them moving. It depends on who you are, what you allow to come in your house. You got a welcome mat on your door. Get that shit from in front of your door. You got a welcome mat in the front of your door. Get it up off your house. Burn that shit. You just don't welcome anything in there. When you walk in your house, you say, all darkness leave. You are not allowed to be amongst this house. You're not allowed to be in here. I only welcome angelic, benevolent beings. That's it. And watch them go. You gotta be, you see them moving out. Listen, I don't have to tell them, I don't have to make this up, because all the barriers are coming down. You can sit there all you want. You can sit there all you want and be like, I don't know what you talk about. Okay, cool. Just like you didn't see them specks of light shooting across the sky or shooting across your eyes either. You ain't see that either. But now everybody's starting to see them. Now look at the sky. It's things coming in and out of the sun. Yeah, I bet they are. I've been telling you this for the longest. And now the things they not airplanes, they drones. Oh, they not drones no more. What are they? Okay. Your brothers and sisters are scanning the planet. They're not scanning the surface of the planet. They're scanning beneath your feet. This is a shutdown, baby. This is a shutdown. And the entity that's here would rather it be, if I can't have it, we don't want you to have it. And if you can't have it, we're going to embarrass them to as much as we possibly can, to make y'all hate your own brothers and sisters. And our brothers and sisters in the star, like, we ain't worried about that. Those that have a soul shall see. Those that refuse to see, we will deal with them accordingly. We will deal with them accordingly. But those that have a soul for them to see, those that are using their eye to see, they will see. And they will assist in what we call the great evolution, the great awakening. They will assist in that. But those that do not see, that we will deal with them accordingly. You better believe it. You better believe it. So I value you, my brothers and sisters. Sisters, listen. This ain't about right now you cooperating with a man. This is about you right now, perseverance. This is about you right now preparing for self. And I mean that. Out of all the time in your life right now, this is about preparing for self, mentally and physically. Seriously, understand something. You gotta have a mind frame. You can have this motherfucking body. You gonna work to get it. Let me make this very clear. And what I mean by you gonna work to get it, I'm not running nowhere. So I might take one or two of you the fuck out of here, but I'm gonna let you know something. You won't take advantage of this body while I'm in it. You understand what I'm saying? That's the mind frame you better have. Because that's the mind frame the women had during slavery. So-called black women had that mind frame during slavery. Some of us, especially in the beginning, they want to show you the weak ones on TV, but that's happened way on down the line. But there were some strong sisters. That bloodline is still here. There were some strong sisters that said, you will not, I refuse, you will not take advantage of this body while the fuck I'm in it. I can promise you that. See, so I hope that I don't know why brothers are not encouraging you to talk about this. All we talking about is you being a cooperative woman and being fucking submissive. I don't know why. This is beyond that. Because let me explain something to you. With a righteous man and what's going on right now, you're going to be submissive. Let me explain something to you. I don't give a damn how many bullets you got in your gun. You're going to be submissive. You ain't no killer. You think you are. You ain't no killer. See, when you ever notice when somebody, this is the for the women that think you're killers. Let me make this very clear. You need to take a boxing match. Go look at a boxing match. Go look at the guy training before the boxing match. You ever see how good he is hitting the speed bag? He even can close his eyes. You ever see that? You ever see him hitting the heavy bag? Boom, 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 boom. You like, damn, this nigga, when he get in the ring, he gonna tear some shit up. Get in the ring, 30 seconds in the ring. Knock the fuck out. You know why? Because he really ain't a fighter. See, and I'm letting you know something. It looks cute when you in the shooting range. Bow, 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 bow. It looks cute. That shit looks cute. Because the nigga in the poster ain't shooting back. You understand what I'm saying to you? To see, your adrenaline ain't pumping. You feel what I'm saying? So your adrenaline ain't pumping. You see, you just sitting there with your pow, pow, pow. That's cool. But see, when a nigga's coming back for you, you know what I mean? Oh, really? Bow, bow. Oh, really? Oh, really? That's how we ride? Oh, now you gotta think like a man, for real, for real. Are you really ready for that? No, you're not. No, you're not. No, you're not. So stop it. No, you're not. So what I'm suggesting that you do, and I'm being honest with you, what I'm suggesting that you do, please prepare yourself mentally and physically, okay? Seriously. You can kick all the gangster stuff to me all you want. It's okay. Go look at the series, what it was called, Black Summer. Go look at that Black Summer and just look at when panic kick in. Because, see, we are already filled with cortisol all on the planet. So just understand something. When panic kick in, see, panic is going to kick in. Food shortage, no food, your children might be snagging. And not only that, because we're unhealthy, you're not thinking clearly. Yeah, I understand that. See, you think that you're the only one that got a clip full of bullets. You think you're the only one that got a gun. Don't worry. I'm just trying to tell you, sisters, please, please, if you ain't never hear your son speak to you before, your son, your SUN right here is saying, please prepare yourself mentally and physically so you do not have to indulge in the world that is coming our way, the darkness of this planet. Please, please, I'm just asking you. Now, again, you can call it fear-mongering or you can say French toast, get out of here, Kala. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But I will tell you, on the other hand, I feel for you. I truly do. I sincerely do. And I hope that you all have an amazing supreme cosmic day. If the debt ceiling doesn't get raised on Tuesday, by Tuesday, now Tuesday is a war day. If the debt ceiling is not raised by Tuesday, I want you to understand there's only another week, which is next week in May. Now, I want you to know the lady already stated it's one thing to raise the debt ceiling, but it's another thing to wait to the last minute to raise the debt ceiling. That is going to have a catastrophic effect. So just so you know that. So I don't care if they raise it or not, but if they don't raise it by Tuesday, you should take off of work on Tuesday, go take a little bit of money that you have, go get you some water, go get you a gas container, fill that shit up with some gas, go get you some glass bottles, so that way that you can, listen, that's a weapon. Shoot, don't have that, don't leave your gas container near some heat and shit and let it catch fire in your house. But you need to get yourself a gas container and put it somewhere. and get you some food and get you some water and have conversations with your children why this is happening. It's the surprise is worse than the reality. The surprise is worse than the reality. See, if you know what's coming, see, it's the punch that you don't see that's coming is the one that knocked you out. If you see the punch coming, at least you'll be able to deal with it a lot better. That's all I'm saying to you. Have an amazing, supreme, cosmic rest of your day. I thank you all for sharing. I thank you all for always chiming in. Peace, appreciation, and value to the ones that are in the chat. Again, you know, I don't read the chat, so if there's any bots or if any viruses in there, understand something. You have to come here. You have to do what you do. You know what I mean? I know that you have to do what you do because you're necessary. But again, you won't be here long on the planet either, much longer. So again, have an amazing rest of the day. Woman, child, and man, cosmos and earth, eternal light. Each one reach one. This is how we grow. I see you, my brothers and sisters. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. Kala Ma'at Amin Ra, God gene for life. So hold on. Let me say this to you. Even if they do raise the debt ceiling, just understand something. The whole thing is to collapse the money. You'll be paying more interest in 10 years than you did the previous 83. Just think about that, for example. So if you go to a car lot and you see a used car and it's only $2,000, but you don't have the money to pay for the $2,000 car, just guess what? You go to the bank to finance it. The bank say, okay, you don't have the $2,000 to pay for the car. We're financing, but you got to pay $15,000. So just think about that. You could have walked off the car lot with you paid $2,000 and walked off, but now you got to pay $15,000. What makes sense to you? See, either way, it's a collapse. And they got these people that's all in our cities. Next thing you know, it's going to be guns popped up garbage bag full of guns and bullets going to be everywhere. And then you have people that came from harsh conditions that already look at Americans as spoiled, entitled, selfish, mother French toast people. Call it what you want. I've been around the world. I've traveled around the planet. And they look at Americans as complainers, selfish, entitled, fucking fat people. You eat 3, 4, 5 times a day. And look at us. We do. Everybody else don't eat like we do. That's why their physiology is different from us. See? Because they don't gorge themselves. Us, we just sit back all day, watch TV, and eat bullcrap. And we complain about the life that we have when we do have it beautiful over here. Not for the so-called black people, but other races of people. So understand that. So have an amazing day. Protect yourself at all times with knowledge, sunlight, chlorophyll, distilled water, and 3D human free. Kala Ma'at Amin Ra, God gene for life. Some blood, some blood, some blood. I am not black, Yizzo. It's not about one love. It's about whole love. Peace, abundance to you all.